face it to me. We're doing a project with the Philadelphia Zoo called the Unless Project, and what we are doing is trying to help save the Sumatran tigers from extinction from palm oil.
What is palm oil? Palm oil is a type of oil, like any kind of oil, like vegetable oil, canola oil, and palm oil is in 50% of our food. And when palm oil is added to our food, it has no scent, has no taste. It just gives its texture. Palm oil has more produce, 4 times more produce than coconut oil, 7 times more produce than canola oil, and 30 times more produce than corn oil.
So why Kellogg's? Well, Kellogg's, 50% of their products mainly have palm oil, and as Nicholas said, that the palm oil is in most of what we eat. For example, who eats Kellogg's cereal? Frosted Flakes, Lucky Charms, Fruit Loops, Chips Ahoy. Well, that's not a cereal, but they have. You guys are eating what's consuming what's killing our tigers, unfortunately. Our 6th grade science class, we are trying to raise money for a conservation drone. Does anybody know what that is? No? Well, if you don't, it's like this mini airplane that we're trying to send it to Malaysia to fly over the forest where they live in. And next week we're gonna have bake sales, and there's a contest going on about who can raise the most money but it's by class. Whoever wins gets a pizza party. And this is what grade? Fourth. I knew that. Yeah. So 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, not 7th. 3rd grade are all competing.
So why not boycott? The first reason we shouldn't boycott is because people in Malaysia, they have jobs, and if we boycott, then they won't be able to support their family.
The second reason we won't boycott is because you get more palm oil per tree, and it's cheaper.
The third reason we don't want to boycott is because it's used everywhere, and it will be hard to start a boycott.
Besides Alana talking about the drone, there will also be a pledge after the comic book is read and while we're learning the song.
This is a book that Diego written and I illustrated, and it's called Titan Tommy the Superhero. Now, as Tommy is sleeping in his dream, he plays around in his old home, and suddenly he turns around and sees all the destruction and ravaged rainforest. A log is about to collapse on Tommy, and he suddenly blacks out and wakes up. Ah! Tommy wakes up to his teenager self and falls from the tree, and he goes to his grandmother's house.
Hello, honey. How are you?
Fine. I just had a strange dream. Don't worry.
What happened?
A tree was about to fall on me.
That's terrible. What happened next?
Calm down. I just blacked out and woke up.
It's very interesting, Tommy.
My grandma is very sprightly with what she hears and her emotions. Grandma, I was thinking I should go to our old abandoned home.
So Tommy has decided to go to his old abandoned home and see what has happened.
If you want, but then just be careful.
I wanted to go over there and figure out my past and my visions.
Tommy goes to his old abandoned home and suddenly sees the last standing tree. He places his hand on top of it, and it triggers a vision from his past. At the plot twist where the tree was about to fall on Tommy, his grandmother saves him within a flash. Tommy screams,
No!
because he sees his mother and father within the fire. Tommy wakes up once again and runs depressed in the rain and accidentally falls within toxic waste.
After that, everything changed. I feel different,
Able to fly.
faster,
More
stronger,
faster.
and more powerful. And I can move things with my mind.
Tommy has developed supernatural powers from falling into toxic waste, including telekinesis.
Hey, guess what, Grandma? What's wrong?
I found out that our forest land palm trees are getting cut down.
No, we can prevent this. This is not going to happen again. Grandma, stop needing my costume.
Tommy has decided to use his powers to make a change.
So humans are cutting down palm trees for a product?
Yes, it's in 50% of human food. It's very popular. It doesn't add a different taste or scent when added to food.
My grandma said a very common food used with palm oil is Kellogg cereal. Kellogg cereal? No. They use palm oil because it's cheap and they can make lots of money out of it. Kellogg cereal looks like this.
So who knows Frosted Flakes with Tony the Tiger mascot? You know, the tiger with the thing. 2 days later, Grandma has finished knitting his costume.
Tommy, I finished your costume.
Now this time,
As he puts on his mask, cape, and gloves.
I decided to make a change.
1, 2, 3.
Remember,
you don't have to be a superhero to make a change.
What we mean by don't make you don't have to be a superhero. You can write letters to Kellogg's, and like Galen said, you shouldn't boycott because it's very hard, and people in Malaysia have jobs. So you can write letters, and also if you write letters, we'll be collecting them by next Friday. Oh, any questions about palm oil or the story?
Now, what was the part you were saying about people could lose their jobs?
In Malaysia, people have jobs, and since palm oil is so cheap to get, and you can make lots of money in. Malaysia they cut down all the palm oil trees and they make the money, so the people who work for jobs, they get the money and they can feed their families.
So you're saying if I boycott palm oil products, some people won't have a job?
Not exactly, but if you boycott, it's gonna be really hard to make them stop using.
And how
So-
will they make a living? How will they feed their families?
Well, that's the reason for palm oil. They cut down the trees, they get money, and
I know, but if they stop doing that because I'm no longer buying the product, what will they do for a job?
They could use deforestation-free oil. That's what we're trying to do. It's like a subsidy, but it's healthy.
It doesn't clean the forest.
Oh, so they could get a job creating deforested oil? Is that what you're saying?
deforestation.
Oh, deforestation oil? Oh, okay, thank you. Anyone else have any questions?
While Melina goes around with the pledge, we're going to teach you guys the song. And don't be worried if you see a person stalking you at lunch with a camera. It's just because
You have to sing it on Tiger Freedom Dress Down Day?
yeah.
Just in tiger.
Yeah, if everybody in the school, which is there's only 400 tigers, so there's more of us in the school than there is out there. And if we all dress down on February 7th, that's $500 to go to the drone to help us do what we're trying to say. This is our second year doing this, but last year was polar bears and butterflies.
And you're all free to look through the comic
Yes.
if you want.
How does this
Just pass it around.
help the tigers?
Because
Well, we want to raise money for a drone,
I'm
so
not
we
touching
can go make it fly all the way to Sumatra and see how many tigers are left.
Oh, so you just wanna find out how
Make sure they're okay.
Oh, I see.
Like, yeah, we're like, it's just like witness protection, but we're protecting them and seeing what's going on,
I see.
making sure they're okay.
Well, that sentence that you said about how there's more of us
She
in
gonna
the
get
school than there are tigers left.
In the
That's-
wild.
That's really powerful.
Must be a lot of people.
Does everybody knows the song Roar, right? By Katy Perry?
Yeah.
I used to have that song. You don't know the song? Well, we made a remix of it, and we're trying to contact Katy Perry with letters and others. Do you guys, if you guys have cereal boxes, you guys can write down ideas for us so we can send them letters, but don't send them in yourselves. It's kind of like homework, but it's not homework exactly. It's just if you guys bring an essay, we'll send it to them, and maybe they'll change their mind about. Okay, everybody ready? Ready? This is the chorus. Ready? We got to save the tigers for 100. Soon we're trained survivors. Kellogg makes things happen, so we can hear them roar. Without our force, they are dying. Kellogg's make change happen, so we can hear them roar. Use deforestation-free oil. Deforestation-free oil. Deforestation-free oil. We need to do much more. Thank you.
Nice job, 6th graders.
So.
What's that?